Hey, Kent, we're live whenever.
Conference. They come in tonight's game with a record of 10 wins, 12 losses, and one tie, one overtime loss. The Beavercreek Beavers coming in with a record of 9 wins, 5 losses, 2 ties. The Bishop Watterson Eagles are coached by Jay Graham. Assistant coaches Max Graham, Scott Lancia, and J.J. Stallworth. The Beavercreek Beavers coached, of course, by Greg Gutterman. The assistant coaches are Brad Lloyd, Cam Quick, Pete Sandness, Andy Cruzy, Matt Michno, and Austin Coleman. The Eagles are of course, the home team. This is their home rink. It's their senior night as they gave special recognition to their 2 seniors, Michael Wozniak and Trevor Long. The Eagles are in their home white sweaters with looks like burgundy and gray trim. The Beavercreek Beavers in their road black uniforms with white, orange, and gray trim. Now, I don't know what the protocol is, what they're going to do, where they're going to, looks like they might announce the starting lineups maybe for these teams. The teams are lining up on their respective goal lines. So stand by. The public address should be announcing the starting lineups. So stand by.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, today's Bishop Watterson Senior Recognition Day. Now, to the starting lineup.
The
First,
starting
for our
lineup
visitors,
for
Beavercreek High School.
the Beavercreek Beavers at forward. Liam Corrigan at forward. Zach Vandenbosch.
And in goal, number 37, Dave Horseman.
And goal is Big Hops. Now for the Bishop Watterson Eagles. The goalie is Dalton King, a junior. On defense, number 19, Jack Gibson. And on defense, Nathan Monahan. The forwards, Killian Marr. On that wing, Trevor Long. And at center, Mike Wozniak. There are your starting lineups. Now, everyone, from the Ohio Health Chiller North, here is Chelsea Graham singing our national anthem. Fine rendition of the national anthem from Chelsea Graham. Getting ready for a Sunday afternoon tilt between the Beavercreek Beavers and the Columbus Bishop Watterson Eagles from the Ohio Health Chiller Rink. These chiller rinks, of course, we know the one in Springfield that the Beavers play at periodically. The Columbus Blue Jackets NHL team has a hand in owning and operating these rinks. That's why you see the Blue Jackets logo. The Eagles are out on the ice again. They're in their white sweaters. It looks like burgundy trunks with gold trim. The Beavers in their all black with the white and orange trim. Coach Greg Utterman still imparting some words of wisdom to the Beavers. Now they start to come out. Gabe Horseman is in the goal crease to our right, and it'll be Dalton King in the crease to our left to start this first period. Chase Newroth wins the draw to start the game, and the Beavers are on the way. They dump it into the Eagle zone. Puck rims around to this near side. Drake is after it. Kicks to center ice for Mike Wozniak. He lost it. Beavers take back over. Here's Brighting. Brighting. Checked by Trevor Long. Puck shot back to the blue line, and running over Tyler Callander was Jack Gibson, the big Jack. Here's Gibson, a shot, and it's blocked away from the front of the rink. Gibson shovels it back in the corner, but then the Beavers clear it down the ice, and it'll be icing against Beavercreek. Ethan Malik on right now for the Beavers, along with Corrigan and also Schrader. There's a shot, and they score! And the Eagles take a 1-0 lead. Looks like that shot was taken by Colin Williams. We should get an announcement from the public address, but I believe it was Colin Williams. And the Eagles lead at 1-0 early on, just a minute and 3 seconds into the game. Dumping the puck in the Beaver zone is Patrick Monahan. Puck rims around to the near corner. Now behind the Beaver net. After Matt Haywood. Here's the announcement of the goal. Was Colin Williams. Vince Gregory on the assist. Now it's icing on the Beavers. So that goal is again Colin Williams assisted by Vince Gregory. Face-off is in the Beavercreek zone. Circle to the right of Gabe Horseman. Robert Staller takes the draw. Beavers win it. Here comes Newroth. Pass off a stick over to Vandenboss. He'll dump it in. After it, Newroth. He's bumped by Jack Gibson. Puck comes free to the blue line. Beavers kick it back in the Eagle zone. Watterson trying to start out with that pass intercepted by Calander at center, but his pass then taken away by Jack Gibson. He'll dump it in the Beaver zone. There's a shot toward the Beaver net is wide. Holding the puck in at the blue line, Nathan Monahan. He shoots a stick save by Horseman. Gibson will hold it in. Rim it around to this near corner for Robert Stalter. Stalter carries along the wall. Rumps it in the slot area for Nathan Foley. He fans on a shot and the puck is cleared away. Back to get it for the Eagles, Nathan Monahan. Pass up ahead for teammate Nathan Foley. Foley will dump it in the Beaver zone. Brighting back to get it, but it's going to be icing against Bishop Watterson. 12:01 to go first period. 1-0 Eagles. And a goal by Colin Williams. He's a sophomore. Face off right wing circle of the Eagle zone. Eagles can't get it out. It's held in by Malik. He'll shovel it in the corner. Intended for Corrigan. Here's Malik again. He'll chop it back off to the opposite wing corner. Corrigan trying to play it, but it's kicked to center ice. Zach Vandenboss, or rather Matt Haywood, will dump it in. Eagles start back with it. Pass it center off the near wall, intercepted by Haywood, and he dumps it back in the Eagle zone. There to play it is Hunter Speart. Speart pass at center for Lola for Mike Wozniak. A shot! He scores! And the Eagles now lead at 2-0. That was either Wozniak or Killian Marr. Marr may have gotten a tip on that shot by Wozniak. We'll get an announcement on the goal. There's a whistle and the icing against, puck was out of play. So we'll have a face-off at center. Still waiting an announcement on that last goal by the Eagles. There's Jack Gibson into the Beaver zone.
Bishop Watterson
Here's the
goal,
announcement.
scored by number 31, senior captain,
Was Wozniak.
Number 32, goal,
Everett King gets the assist. So the goal was Wozniak. So Wozniak assisted by King and by Hunter Speart. And it's 2-0 Watterson. A save here at the other end by Dalton King, and he holds on to it. So face off in the Eagle zone. Wraps around to center ice. Puck is deflected back into the Eagle zone after it. Corrigan. It's taken away by Nathan Foley. Foley starts out. Pass at center intended for Robert Stalter. Gets past him along the wall and all the way down the ice for icing against Watterson. So a shaky start for the Beavers after a exciting game last night. A 5-2 win over Trinity High School of Louisville, Kentucky. Beavers are going to have to batten down the hatches against what looks like a tough Watterson Eagles team. Of course, all the Columbus teams are going to be tough. There's a nice check by Ethan Malik. He wrestles one of the, looks like Wildermuth, one of the Eagles down to the ice. Loose puck off the stick of Trevor Long. Here's Corrigan for Beavercreek. Cross center over the Watterson line. A shot, and it's caught waist high by Dalton King. And he'll hold on to it for a face-off. 9:35 to go in period number one. The Watterson Eagles and the White Sweaters lead it 2-0. Chase Newroth will take the draw for the Beavers. From the face-off, a shot by Calander is blocked, and back comes Wozniak of Watterson. For Long. Shot, and wide of the Beaver net by Trevor Long. Long drops it back off to Wozniak. He'll shoot. And I think that Big Hoss got a piece of that off his shoulder. Beavers look to start out. There's a big hit on Austin Alfaro. And the puck carries back into the Eagle zone. It's smothered there by Dalton King. Both teams trying to express some physicality here in this first period. From the face-off in the Eagle zone. Puck is passed, intended for Trevor Long down the ice, intercepted by Briding. Briding drop pass intended for Malik, carries instead over to Jack Gibson of Watterson. Clears to center off a stick. Briding will dump it right back in. Eagles look to start out. Ethan Malik steals the puck at center. He's bumped into the wall by Jack Gibson. Some of the Eagle rooters like that hit. Here comes Trevor Long over the Beaver line, or Wozniak rather. Wozniak a shot. Pad save for Horseman. Trevor Long wraps it behind the net to Wozniak. Wozniak poke checked away by Briding, who wipes out along the corner wall. Puck comes free behind the Beaver net, and there's a whistle. And are we going to have a penalty? Zach Briding hit the ice. He might have been helped down to the ice by one of the Eagles. I think we have a cross check against Wozniak. So Beavers get a power play down 2-0 with 8:06 to go in the first period. from the draw. Okay, that was a cross check by Wozniak as the penalty. The Eagles' Hunter Speart got a shot away, and it's caught by Horseman. We'll have a face-off in the Beaver zone. From the draw, Matt Haywood will bang it off the dasher to the blue line, picks it back up. Haywood over the Eagles line. He'll sweep it in behind the net. Beavers on a one-man power play. First power play opportunity of the game for either team. Here's Briding. Hands it back off to New Roth's a shot! And it pings off the goalpost. Midway through the first period, 2-0 Eagles. Beavers on a power play for another minute and 10 seconds. Here's Newroth. Over the Watterson line, shoots, and it's a blocker pad save for Dalton King. And it deflects off that pad over the glass, and we'll have a face-off. Corrigan back on the ice for the Beavers, along with Curve Miller. You got Haywood, Schrader on for the Beavers, and Briding. There's Zach Briding. He'll dump it into the Watterson zone. Eagles come clear it back down the ice. Haywood after it, along with Trevor Long. Haywood beats him to it. He'll drop it back behind his own net now for Evan Schrader. Schrader stripped by Long in the corner. Several players collide there in this near corner. They still fight for it. Puck comes free to center. It's picked up for the Eagles by Nathan Monahan. Monahan checked. Loose puck. Schrader ridden into the wall by Jack Gibson. Loose puck. Monahan dumps it into the Beaver zone. Zach Vandenboss will bang it off the glass for Newroth down the ice, but that's going to be icing against the Beavers. Just 5 seconds left in the Beaver power play, so with the face-off back in their own zone, that will effectively kill off the power play. 6:11 to go in the period. Vince Gregory takes the face-off for the Eagles against Newroth. Chaser wins the face-off to Vandenboss. Wraps it around the far side. It's chipped into the corner. Briding after it for the Beavers. Here's to the blue line. It comes to center ice. It's played there by Hunter Speart of Watterson. Speart pass at center for teammate Vince Gregory. He'll dump it in the Beaver zone. Briding tries to clear it. Instead, it's centered and intercepted by goalkeeper Big Haas. He'll hold on to it for faceoff. 2-0 Eagles on goals by Colin Williams and by Mike Wozniak. Puck shot to center ice. Hunter Speart plays it for the Eagles. Pass intercepted by Ethan Malik, and he'll flip it into the Watterson zone. There's a pass intended for Patrick Monahan. He's bumped off at the blue line, and the puck is cleared back behind the Watterson net. They fight for it along this near wall in the Watterson zone. It's picked up for the Eagles by Vince Gregory. Gregory will flip it into the Beaver zone. Back to get it, Matt Haywood. Haywood from behind his own net. Starts out. Haywood. Poke checked away. Loose puck, Wozniak. Wozniak behind the Beaver net, checked by Haywood, but he still has it. Over to Monahan, fires. It's blocked. And the puck comes free to center ice. After for the Beavers was Newroth, but it's chipped to center ice for Killian Marr of Watterson. He'll dump it into the Beaver zone. Back to get it, Vandenboss. Zach Vandenboss pass at center for Calander. He's checked, gets it back. Here's Calander over the Eagle line, gets a shot away, and Dalton King will stop that and hold on to it. 3:54 to go in period number 1. Bishop Watterson and the White Sweaters lead it 2-0. Face off in the Eagle zone. Newroth wins that face off again to Brighting. A shot steered aside by King. Rebound behind the net. Several players fight for it there. It kicks free to Killian Marr of Watterson. Pass at center, Trevor Long. Trevor Long over the Beaver zone. Long to Wozniak. Wozniak kicks it off to Gibson. He's checked. Here's a shot by King. Or Long, rather. Long shot and the save made by Big Haas. Trevor Long, a big chance. He had a clearing just to the inside of the right wing circle, but Haas was able to draw a beat on that one and stop it. Face off will be in the Beaver zone with 3:18 to go in period 1. Robert Stalter takes the draw for the Eagles. They play it in the Beaver zone. It's picked up there by Robert Stalter. He's checked and the puck is cleared away. Icing waved off. Back to get it is Hunter Speart of Watterson. Pass to Nathan Foley. Foley to Stalter over the Beaver line. Stalter centers for a tip, and it's tipped wide. Eagles still have it in the Beaver zone. Centering pass deflected behind the net. After for the Beavers, Ethan Malik. Malik trying to clear the zone. He does. And then it's chipped back into the Beaver zone. Matt Haywood sidesteps a check. Sidesteps another check and another. Here comes Haywood now crossing the right wing over the Eagle line. Shooting, it's wide of the net. Puck caroms off the end boards to center ice to Evan Schrader. He'll dump it in the Eagle zone. Back to get it for Watterson, Trevor Long. Teams change on the fly. Loose puck. No, Newroth tried to steal it, but it comes to center ice to Patrick Monahan. Monahan over the Beaver line. He'll dump it in behind the net. Back is Vandenboss. He'll rim it around the far side to center. Puck is dumped in offside by the Eagles. They have to clear the zone. Now Alfaro has it. Alfaro checked along this near wall. They fight for it. There, several players. Puck kicks around to the far side. Beavers come out with it. Here comes Newroth. And the puck rolled off his stick before he could move in on the Eagle net. 1:15 to go in the period. Here come the Eagles the other way. Can't get the number of that. Looks like it's Vince Gregory. Now to Monahan. Monahan's pass deflects to center ice. Eagles have to circle back. Under a minute to go in the period. Monahan for Williams. Couldn't connect. Loose puck into the Beaver zone. Here comes Vandenboss the other way. On left wing. He had a clearing. He dumps it in. Half a minute to go in the period. Here come the Eagles the other way into the Beaver zone. There's a shot. Saved by Big Haas on Trevor Long. 15 seconds left in the period. Here's Ethan Malik. shooting, and it's caught by Dalton King, knee high. Nice shot by Malik, but Dalton King had a clear view of that shot and was able to pluck it out of the air. Newroth back on for the Beavers, along with Brighting, and we've got a shot there by Jazz Miller, and that was blocked. And the buzzer sounds the end of period number 1. So after 1, the Columbus Bishop Watterson Eagles lead the Beavercreek Beavers 2-0. Again, the scoring in that period, Colin Williams, a sophomore, assisted by Vince Gregory. And the other goal for Watterson in that first period was Michael Wozniak, assisted by Everett King and by Hunter Spirit. So that's what we have after 1 period. It's 2-0 for the Eagles. It appears they're clearing the ice to resurface it. So we're going to have a senior spotlight, and our senior spotlight today, right now, we've got Big Hoss, Gabe Horseman. So again, the score after 1 period of play, it's Watterson 2, Beavercreek nothing. Back in a few minutes. This is Beavercreek battling Beaver hockey.
Senior Spotlight, and this edition we have Big Hoss. We have Gabe Horseman, starting goalie for the Beavers this year. Gabe, nice to have you with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And I'm sure most Beaver fans have heard the origin of your nickname so far, but Hoss is a nickname for horse.
Mm-hmm.
And your last name Horseman, and of course, being as big as you are, I thought right away. I thought, at first I started calling you Horse, and then that just became Hoss. So that's where that came from.
Yep, I remember.
Well, golly, Neds, I can't believe it's already been 4 years. Can you?
Yeah, I can't either. I mean, I've technically only been with the team 3, but yeah, it's pretty wild. Pretty wild.
Now, tell me. Were you always a goalie in your days playing hockey?
Yeah, for the most part. I mean, up until I played goalie till after I was 8. So, yeah, basically.
So you started playing then when you were like in grade school?
Yeah, yep. I've been playing goalie for like probably over half of my hockey career.
Mm-hmm. Now, are you originally from Beavercreek?
I Dayton area, more like it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, for the most part, yes.
Mm-hmm. And what program did you start out in playing hockey?
Well, you see, I've been at all of them basically. I started out at Stealth, went to Troy, the Bruins, the club team, Troy Bruins. Mm-hmm. Played 2 years at Icehounds, and then ended up at Beavercreek.
Oh, okay. And your experience with some of the club teams. How did you like that?
Yeah, they're all pretty good. Probably my favorite years were up in Troy. Mm-hmm. I actually played with Hayden Drake up there, so we had a good time.
Did you play at Hobart up there?
Yep.
I love that place.
Yep. I used to get dressed in the parking lot during COVID. I remember that. We go walk in with the skate blades. So.
Oh, brother. Well, tell us, for all you guys, since you're seniors, I'd like to ask what your plans are now after school, since it's coming up fast.
Yeah, so I plan to go to Cedarville maybe or St. Clair and study civil engineering. Once I get that, I plan on being a civil engineer, specifically a surveyor.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, so.
Do you want to try to stay in this area?
Probably, yeah, most likely, unless I get an extremely good job offer or something like that. But I like to try to hang around, be able to come to the Beavercreek games.
And what are some of your favorite moments in your 3 years as playing Beaver hockey?
Well, I say this year was that shootout victory against Alter. That has to be one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, it's that. Like, that was probably my favorite memory of my high school career, to be honest.
Now, you've watched the team go from a great deal of success. Then we had a rebuilding period, and now this season, you guys are definitely back on the uptick. Where do you see the team as you see some of the younger players from last year and now into this year? How do you see the team progressing over the next year or two?
Yeah, I think they'll do good. I think they got a good group of kids, especially the junior class. I think the junior class will do great as seniors, and I think the sophomore class will also come in strong when they move up to be juniors.
Mm-hmm.
So I think Beavercreek has some good hockey ahead of them.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you reflect on your 3 years as a Beaver, what life lessons do you think you will take going into college from your hockey career?
Probably always keep working towards something. You know, like even when you're the starter for Beavercreek, you still gotta work to keep it, and just keep working. Basically, like don't get lazy.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure you keep going.
Well, I tell you, it's been a lot of fun to have you with us. I can't believe that your career's already done in 3 years, but it's been an awful lot of fun having you. We appreciate you joining us for Senior Spotlight.
Yeah.
Gabe Horseman, Big Hoss, as he is about to complete his senior year with the Beavercreek Beavers. Thanks for joining us, Gabe.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Best of luck in the future. Thanks a lot for joining us for this edition of Senior Spotlight.
Oh, that's great. Oh, thank you very much. Oh, yeah, thank you very much.
Gotta remember to mute. Gotta remember to mute.
Looking for a realtor? Then you should give Rhonda Combo a call. She's associated with Irongate Realty, a top-selling realtor in Greene County, a graduate from Miami University, and she has sold over $280 million worth of homes. She's a long supporter of Beavercreek and Dayton Stealth Hockey. Rhonda says, go Beavers. Check out Irongate Realty today.
It takes a pro to stop termites. Call Go-To Pros Pest Control for the best protection in town. Steep price increase on your current plan? Call us for a second opinion and review. No termite protection? Don't wait till you find damage. Call Go-To Pros today.
Hey, hockey fans, do you feel like you're skating on thin ice with the IRS? Maybe you feel like your retirement planning is in the penalty box. Hey, I'm Kurt Miller, Senior Wealth Advisor and Senior Vice President of Russell Total Wealth and Wellness, where we help good people make great decisions so they can have an amazing retirement. Now, when is the last time you took a look at the risk you're taking with your money? It could be time to sharpen your planning so you can pursue a total wealth hat trick with your retirement savings. Don't skate with your head down. Get in the game and pursue your goals with your head up. Now let's get back to the action. Go Creek Hockey!
Kent.
2-0 for the Bishop Watterson Eagles after one period of play. Got a few messages. Go for the win, Beavers, says Nancy Jeske. Slash Dog X. Hey, Slash Dog. Says, hope to see you back for the Beavers. Jersey number is much easier to see today versus yesterday. Thanks for the broadcast team. The commentary, production, and camera work is looking good today. Thank you, Slash Dog. And then Ricky Henderson, 7672, says, Go Creek. So nice to hear from you tonight, Ricky Henderson. Thank you very much. All right, we're getting all set for the drop of the puck for the second period. Again, the Beavers down 2-0. Goals by Colin Williams and by Mike Wozniak. From the drop of the puck, carries into the Watterson zone. Chase Newroth trying to center Calander, but pass too far ahead of him. Here's Wozniak or Trevor Long. Trevor Long will dump it in the Beaver zone. Back to get it, Vandenbos. Vandenbos checked from behind there by Long. Long picks the puck up. From behind the Beaver net, there's a shot saved by Horseman. Rebound still live in the Beaver zone. Now it's cleared away by Corrigan. Back to get it for the Eagles is Jack Gibson, but not before it carries past the goal line for icing against Beavercreek. Face off to be carried back into the Beavercreek zone. Right wing circle. The Malik against Gregory. Gregory wins the draw. There's a shot saved by Horseman. From the rebound, there's Adam Somos, a shot that's blocked wide. A shot toward the Beaver net, this time by Hunter Speart, kicked out by Horseman. There's a shot again by Hunter Speart, and the save made by Big Haas. And with Patrick Monahan waiting on the doorstep, Gabe is able to cover that puck up. Face off Vince Gregory against Chase Newroth in the Beaver zone. Left wing circle. Chase wins the draw. He's won a lot of them, but here's a shot by the Eagles and the save made by Horseman. Eagles putting a lot of pressure on the Beaver net here in the first minute and 18 seconds of this second period. Beavers change a couple of players Jazz Miller goes off, and Zach Vandenboss comes on. Loose puck in the Beaver zone. Cleared to center to the blue line, but now held in by Vince Gregory. Now he's checked. The puck is shot up over the boards onto the Watterson bench, and there will be a face-off in the Beavercreek zone. New Roth against Vince Gregory. Again, Chaser wins the face-off. Beavers can't clear the zone, however. Gregory after the puck. Now he has it stripped from behind by Newroth. Chaser after the puck, and he's bumped off by Jack Gibson. Now Brighting will dump it in the Watterson zone. Dalton King, the goalie, out of the net to set it up for Monahan. Will dump it in the Beaver zone. They tackle for it in the near corner of the Beaver zone. And then it's cleared down the ice, and it's on net. The save is made by King. So no icing. It's picked up by Patrick Monahan. Intercepted. Eagle Jack towards the center. It's intercepted. Hayward gets it to Malik at center. Malik ridden into the boards by Robert Stalter. Puck comes free behind the Eagle net. Puck shot to center ice, intended for Stalter. It comes to Monahan. He'll dump it down the ice. It'll be icing against Watterson. 11:56 to go in period number 2. The Bishop Watterson Eagles in white sweaters lead the Beavers 2-0. Moved by Colin Williams and Mike Wozniak. Ethan Malik takes the draw for the Beavers. It's won by the Eagles, Robert Stalter. There's Jake Wildermuth for Watterson over the Beaver line. A shot, and it's gloved by Big Haas. Scoops it up off the ice. And he'll hold on to it for a face-off. New Roth back on, along with Calander. And we've also got Curve Miller on now for the Beavers. From the face-off in the creek zone, New Roth shovels it along the far wall.
Kent, we're back.
Okay. All right, sorry, we had some technical difficulties, folks. We lost our signal, and we're back with you. It's 3-0 for the Watterson Eagles. 4:19 left in the second period. There was a minor penalty to Zach Brighting of the Beavers. That's been killed off. Face off in the Beaver zone. Jazz Miller comes on the ice as a replacement. From the face-off, puck kicked up over the boards onto the Eagle bench. We'll do it again. Now, if the Beavers entertain any chances of pulling this game out, they're going to have to be the ones that score the next goal. I would think if the Eagles score it and they go up 4-0, it'll be there's a shot off the stick of Big Haas. Here's Jack Gibson firing, and the save made by Horseman. Newroth back on for the Beavers, along with Calander and Haywood and Vandenboss. Again, I haven't seen Hayden Drake. I wonder if Hayden is not feeling well. Puck is cleared down the ice from the faceoff. Out of the net, Dalton King. He'll leave it for teammate Hunter Speart. Speart feeds Gregory. Gregory, pass Newroth, over the Beaver line, flips it toward the net. Long ships it wide. Puck caroms off the end boards to the blue line. It's picked up by Calander. Calander the other way. One man back, and he is rammed into the boards there by Hunter Speart. Tyler's okay, it looks like, but he got hammered into the boards by Speart. There's a hit by Vandenboss on Trevor Long. Loose puck into the Watterson zone, back to get it Vince Gregory. Pass stolen by Newroth, a shot, and Dalton King is able to kick that out. Nice play by Newroth to steal that puck and get a good shot. Now here's give and go. Long to Wozniak over the Beaver line, a shot. And Haas may have gotten a piece of that one, or it was wide. 2.5 to go in the period. Barker clears the puck for the Beavers. It'll be icing against Beavercreek. Now Matt Haywood and Patrick Monahan exchange a couple of shoves. Face-off will be in the Beavercreek zone. Colin Williams will take the draw for Watterson against Malik. Ethan Malik from the face-off moves it up to Corrigan. Corrigan's pass gets through off the end board, or off the near boards down the ice. It's passed to center ice and dumped in by the Eagles into the Beavercreek zone. It's loose along the far wall. Now it's picked up for the Eagles by Stalter. He backhands it on the Beaver net and stopped by Horseman. 1:54 to go in the second. Bishop Watterson in the white sweaters leads it 3-0. From the face-off, here comes an Eagle. Big there. Hi there, Glenn. Yeah, that big Eagle head. Puck dumped back behind the Beaver net. After it, Haywood. Ambushed there by several Eagles. Puck kicks into the far corner there for Gregory. Puck chipped up high in front of the Beaver net. Now along these near boards, it's iced the other way by Beavercreek. And we'll have another face-off with 1:20 to go in the second. Got some vocal Watterson Eagle fans down here, down below, some high school boys. Wozniak takes the draw for Watterson against Newroth. From the draw, a puck comes along this near wall. In the Beaver zone, there's going to be should be a penalty on the Beavers, but nothing called. And one of the Beavers went down and tripped up there's a shot the other way. And so nothing called there. I guess they were saying coincidental contact on that play. At any rate, Dalton King stops that shot, and there will be a face-off in the Watterson zone. Muroff wins the draw to Breiting. Breiting shot block. Here's Wozniak the other way. Wozniak along with King. King shoots. Pad save. And what do we have? A whistle? Do we have a penalty on that play?
That was all.
Looks like Evan Schrader going into the box for Beavercreek. And the official having a word with Coach Gutterman. So Evan Schrader will go off on a penalty. I didn't see the hand signal, what it was for. So Evan Schrader, 2 minutes for hooking. Power play for the Eagles, leading at 3-0. Everett King will dump it in the Beaver zone. Haywood rims around this near side. It's held in by Gibson. A shot and save made by Horseman. Down to 21 seconds left in the period. From the draw, Gibson, a shot blocked by Haywood. Puck comes behind the Beaver net. Just 9 seconds left in the period. Gibson moves it over. There's a shot by Spirit is blocked, and well, puck comes to center, and that'll be the end of the period. So after 2 periods of play, the Bishop Watterson Eagles lead the Beavers by a score of 3-0. Again, recapping the scoring. First period, it was Colin Williams assisted by Vince Gregory. And then it was Mike Wozniak assisted by Everett King and by Hunter Spear. After one, it was 2-0 Eagles. The one goal in the second period, Mike Wozniak assisted by Everett King. Or correction, Trevor Long, I beg your pardon. So that last goal, Mike Wozniak assisted by Trevor Long. And that's where we're at after 2 periods of play. The Eagles lead the Beavers 3-0. They're going to resurface the ice once again, folks. So we'll step aside and take a little break while they're resurfacing the ice. And we'll be back in just a few minutes. The score after 2 periods of play, Bishop Watterson 3, Beavercreek 0. This is Beavercreek battling Beaver hockey.
Concerned about dealing with your players' parents? Need advice on enhancing your players' game day performance? Want to know how to run an effective practice? Finally, a concise guide to help the youth sports coach succeed with players and parents. Hustle and Have Fun is the perfect book for coaches, players, and parents across all youth sports and outdoor activities. Written by retired Air Force Brigadier General and Beavercreek head coach General Greg Gutterman, he's captured 3 decades of hockey coaching experience and put them into 7 practical recommendations for coaches of children, teen, youth, and young adult sports. From training to game day management to communicating with parents, this is your definitive blueprint for becoming an effective player-centric coach. You can do this in Coach Greg Gutterman's Hustle and Have Fun, and a coach's guide to winning over players and parents is your blueprint for teaching character through sports. If you lead, teach, or coach at any level, this is the perfect book for you. Hustle and Have Fun is available at Amazon.com, also BarnesandNoble.com, or at Books A Million or IndieBound. Dayton's Original Pizza Factory at 1101 Wayne Avenue. Go see our good friend Bill Daniels. That is the home of award-winning pizza, grinder subs, and terrific salads as well. Give them a call at 937-224-4477, downtown in East Dayton. They are open from 10 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday, and then Monday through Thursday from 4 p.m. to 10 p.m., and Friday and Saturday evening from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. Sunday they're closed. Go see Bill at Dayton's Original Pizza Factory, 1101 Wayne Avenue. Again, the number, 937-224-4477. Dayton's Original Pizza Factory.
All right, everybody, we're back from the Ohio Health Chiller North Rink in Lewis Center, Ohio, outside of Columbus. We're here for the third period of the Beavercreek Beavers against the Columbus Bishop Watterson Eagles. Score after 2 periods of play, Watterson 3, Beavercreek nothing. Goals by Colin Williams and 2 goals by Mike Wozniak. And that's where we're at after 2 periods of play. Eagles in the white sweaters and the burgundy trunks, the Beavers in all black. Coach Gutterman imparting some last moment of wisdom to the Beavers that before they break from the bench and come out to start the third period. They all give goalie Gabe Horseman a encouraging pat on the shoulder before they come out to center ice. And we're all ready to go. Long against New Rock. Long wins the draw. Here comes Jack Gibson. Bangs the puck off the inboards to this near side. Hunter Spirit drops it off to Vince Gregory. Gregory in the corner for Wozniak. Now to Spirit. Spirit can't control a return pass. The puck carries all the way down the ice.
Go, Michael!
Pass for Trevor Long gets past him off the boards down the ice. It'll be icing against Watterson. Beavers Evan Schrader in the box for hooking. So the Beavers shorthanded. They don't have on the scoreboard how long is left in the penalty. But the Eagles on a power play. Puck in the Watterson zone. Here's Long. Trevor Long. Pass at center for Gibson. Bumped by Palander. Loose puck, Matt Hayward clears it down the ice. King out of the net to set it up. It's stolen by Newrock. Newrock rims the puck around to this near side in Eagle zone. So Palander, he's pinned to the boards. Puck kicks free to Vandenboss's shot. It's off a skate in front. Here's a centering pass, intercepted and cleared to center after Wozniak. In the Beaver zone, Wozniak from behind the net comes back to the blue line. Wozniak trying to skate up the gut. He's poke checked away by Calander. Wozniak picks the puck back at center. Pass to Malik right up toward the Beaver net, but lost the handle of the puck. He drops it back to Monahan. His shot saved by Horseman, and Dave will hold on to it. The congregation of players around the Beaver net. Nate Barker comes on the ice for the Beavers, along with Malik and Briding and Corrigan from the face-off. Hayward on the ice also for the Beavers. Robert Stalter lost the puck. It's cleared to center. Back to play at Everett King. King's pass off a stick. Kicks over to Ethan Malik. We'll dump it in the Watterson zone. Riding banks it off the end wall back to the right wing side.
Kick screen out to the left wing side. Corrigan after it. Fighting for it with Gregory. And the puck is cleared down the ice by Colin Williams. Loose puck in the Beaver zone, the far side. Now it's kicked to this near corner. Holding the puck in is a shot by Monahan. Rebound. And now there's a whistle as one of the Eagle players, Monahan, goes down, and I think he was helped down to the ice, and we're going to have a penalty on the Beavers. And it looks like it's going to be Matt Haywood. So Haywood goes to the box for the Beavers.
Beavercreek minor penalty on number 8, 2 minutes for a cross check.
So that was a cross check on Haywood. So a power play chance for the Eagles, leading it 3-0. Carrying the puck at center ice, Wozniak over the Beaver line, moves in a shot, pad save. Rebound behind the net. Now there's a pass back to the blue line. Held in there by Spirit. Spirit is shot, and it's caught by Horseman. Wozniak was looking for a hat trick on that last sequence. He scored 2 goals today. Colin Williams, the other one for Watterson. Face off Malik against Wozniak. Wozniak wins it to Spirit. Over to Gregory. Shot wide of the goal. Puck off to the far side for Jack Gibson. Gibson centers. It's loose in front. And it's held on to by Horseman, who's down on the ice. Sitting on the seat of his pants, sitting on that puck. Hopefully Gabe's all right. Now he rolls over and gets up. Face off in the Beaver zone, right wing circle. From the draw, Gregory shot, save, Horseman. Again, this time it's Wozniak against Newrock. Chaser wins the draw back to Vanden Boss. Here's the puck to neutral ice. Trying to steal the puck is Newrock. Fighting for it with Hunter Spirit. Newrock comes away with it at center. Backtracks. Now he'll clear it down the ice past Wozniak behind the Eagle net. Again, the scoreboard does not show how long is left in the penalty, so we do not know. Oh, I didn't see that extra little clock over there. Okay, yeah, it's in red, and the rest of it's like in the bright red. Okay. Well, I can't. So 15 seconds left in the penalty. Allison Ford, on our videographer, pointed that out to me. Here's Hunter Spirit, a shot, pad save. Wozniak after the rebound, but instead it's cleared down the ice by Newrock. Now the penalty's been killed off. Beavers back to full strength. Here's Wozniak. Checked by Schrader, and he rammed Schrader to the boards, and Wozniak is going to go off on a penalty. Schrader cleared the puck, and Wozniak just splatted him on the boards. That was a vicious hit. Let's see what the penalty is. That almost could be a 5-minute boarding penalty. The official having a word with Coach Jay Graham and his staff on the Eagle bench. see when they'll announce the penalty. It is a 5-minute boarding penalty.
Bishop Watterson, major penalty on number 71, Michael Watson, 5 minutes for boarding.
So that is the call, boarding for 5 minutes. So the Beavers have a power play for 5 minutes. Here's Matt Haywood. Trying to center for Newroth, but partially fanned on the shot, and he had that near side of the net open. That was a nice setup by Haywood. Now the Beavers have to chase the puck back in their own zone. Riding drops it back and it's played by goalkeeper Big Haas. Now a pass up ahead to Newroth. Newroth behind the Watterson net, lost the handle of the puck. Several players fight for it along the far boards. Watterson comes away with it and is cleared down the ice by Colin Williams. Here's Matt Haywood to start out. Haywood across center ice into the Watterson zone. Haywood checked. Back come the Eagles the other way. Robert Stalter over the Beaver line, checked by Breiting and Malik. Newroth trying to dig the puck out. Puck comes back into the Watterson zone. Cleared down the ice to Trevor Long. Long will dump it in the Beaver zone. Long gets it back, then lost the handle of the puck before he could get a shot away. Now back comes Newroth. Newroth over the Eagle line. He's got Malik moving in, but there's either a pass or a shot, but either way it's picked off by goalkeeper Dalton King, and he'll hold on to it. 2:52 left in the Beaver power play. 7.5 minutes to go in the game. Exactly halfway through this third period. Morgan against Long on the face-off. Cleared down the ice by the Eagles. Also set it up there for Zach Vandenboss. Checked by Trevor Long. Long comes away with the puck. Vince Gregory calling for it on right wing. A shot is blocked by Vandenboss. And the puck is cleared to center. Spirit will dump it back in the Beaver zone. There's a pass that gets through everybody down the ice. Back behind the Eagle net. Beavers need to try to set up a play. Here's Breiting on right wing. Trying to center, and it's intercepted and cleared away. 1:52 left in the Beaver power play. There's Haywood from behind his own net. Starts out trying to pass it to Newroth, but it's deflected back to him. Now here's Haywood starting out through center. Over the Eagle line, shooting, stick save King. Rebound near corner. Malik trying to hold it in. And Malik is shot. It's high and wide of the Eagle net. Haywood fighting for it on the far side. Riding chips it behind the cage. It's loose there. Eagles clear it. Not out, however. Oh, yeah, it gets past Riding. Now a foot race down the ice. Riding comes up with the puck. Leaves it for Newroth. Under a minute left in the Beaver power play chance. There's Haywood over the Eagle line. Shoots it wide to the net. Comes off to this near side. Newroth a shot, still save. Now Malik is
hammered down to the ice, and it'll be another penalty on Watterson. It looks like this time it'll be Jack Gibson, a roughing minor. So another power play chance for the Beavers. They have a two-man power play for 28 seconds. Now the Beavers, they're going to call timeout. I think the Beavers will call timeout. This will be their last chance to try to get back into this game. They've got a two-man power play for 28 seconds. Then they'll have a one-man power play for a minute 32. They need to score at some point on this power play to try to get back in the game. At this pivotal moment of this contest, decide to take a timeout and go over some type of specific plays they might have for when they have a two-man advantage. All right, Beavers break huddle and head back. The Eagles, three skaters. We have two men in the gunnery box. Beavers a two-man power play for 28 seconds. From the draw, Beavers win it. Here's Vandenbos. Over for Haywood, a shot, and King to stop. Newroth, Vandenbos, Haywood, and Malik, Calander are all on the ice right now for the Beavers. From the draw, Malik will leave it for Vandenbos. For Haywood, touch pass in front. It comes to Haywood, left wing. Center point, Vandenbos. Now back to Haywood, one-time shot, save, and the rebound kicked off to this far board. First penalty kill off. Centering pass to Newroth is broken up. Vandenbos holds it in a shot, it's blocked and cleared away. Beavers a one-man power play now for a minute 15. They were able to get a play set up with that two-man power play, but Dalton King has been able to keep everything out so far tonight. Face-off will be in the Beavercreek zone. On the face-off in the Creek zone. Beavers a one-man advantage for another minute. There's Liam Corrigan. He has it stripped away and cleared down the ice. After it is Trevor Long. Long trying to center. It's intercepted. Tipped to center ice by Curve Miller. Now puck dumped back in the Beavercreek zone. Don't want to see that. Here's Briding. Pass up ahead. Back to Briding off a stick. Briding ridden into the boards there at center by Vince Gregory. Here it is Trevor Long into the Beaver zone. Checked into the far boards. And now we've got a whistle. Puck out of play, we'll have the face-off. 19 seconds left in the Beavercreek power play, but the face-off in their own zone. Newroth wrestling for the puck with Robert Stalter. Puck comes to center ice for Alfaro. Alfaro taken down That's got to be a penalty. Robert Stalter, that was just a foolish penalty. Alfaro had cleared the puck into the Eagle zone. Well after that, Stalter just takes Alfaro down to the ice. So another penalty on the Eagles, this time on Stalter. Should be an interference minor. Beaver power play. Newroth, a shot right on, and the save made by King. Will hold on to it. Rebound. There's 3 minutes and 2 seconds left in the game. Watterson and the White Sweaters lead at 3-0. Beavers trying to get on the board. From the face-off, Eagle zone. So that was a cross-check, is what they call. There's a shot. Save, rebound cleared away. Back to get it, Haywood. Pass at center for Malik. Malik bumped off the puck. Carries in behind the net for Everett King. Everett King will clear it all the way down the ice. Back to get it for the Beavers, Haywood. Haywood starts out. Through center, over the Eagle line, and lost the puck before he could cut behind the net. Eagles clear it down the ice. That was Monahan. Out of the net, Horseman to set it up for Zach Breiting. Breiting pass ahead for Malik. He's bumped off by Wozniak. Comes Wozniak looking for a hat trick. He's checked in the near corner of the Beaver zone by Malik. Gets the puck over front. There's a shot taken by Joe Wozniak. It's wide. Beavers still have a power play for 20 seconds. Here's Newroth. Works around a check of Monahan. Hits a backhand shot. Save. Rebound is loose in front, but now it's carried out by Everett King. King into the Beaver zone. Shakes off a check. Puck comes loose now to Herb Miller. Herb Miller will dump it in. The Eagle zone, it reflects off the end boards back in front and smothered by goalkeeper Dalton King. Penalty killed off now. The teams are at full strength. Just 1 minute left in the game. William Corrigan takes the draw from the Beavers. Picked ahead by Trevor Long the other way. A shot! Save made by Horseman. And the rebound pops up over the glass and we'll have a face-off. Trevor Long, one of the two seniors, trying to get a goal. 55 seconds left. Trevor Long takes the draw for the Eagles against Chase Newroth. Chase wins the faceoff. Fought for behind the Beaver net. There's a centering pass by the Eagles, broken up. Pass up ahead for Newroth. Trying to beat a couple of guys down the ice. He's got Glander with him. There's a shot. Save made by King. It was from a bad angle on right wing. King saw that one all the way. Face off in the Eagle zone. The shot is blocked. Puck behind the Eagle net, cleared along the far side. It's held in by Breiting. Fight for it behind the Eagle net. Half a minute to go in the game. Newroth dumps it back in offside. The Beavers had to escape the
attacking zone. Now they're okay. Eagles clear the puck to center. It's taken there by the Beavers. Zach Briding a shot, and it's blocked. 1 second left, shot by Haywood, turned aside, and the Watterson Eagles win it in a shutout for Dalton King. Final score of the Watterson Eagles 3 and the Beavercreek Beavers nothing. Well, let's recap the scoring real quick. In the first period, it was Colin Williams, assisted by Vince Gregory. And, and then it was Mike Wozniak, assisted by Everett King, and also by Jack Gibson. And after one period, it was 2-0 Eagles. Second period, 1 goal scored. It was Wozniak, Mike Wozniak, his second of the game, assisted by Trevor Long. Those are the 2 seniors, so they hooked up on goal. This was senior night for the Eagles. And that was all the scoring. No scoring in the third period of play. Did you get shots, Dave? So unofficial shots on goal. Watterson outshooting the Beavers 24-16. Well, let's just calculate a 3 stars before we shut things down. Let's give the number 3 star of the game will go to let's give it to Trevor Long. The number 2 star of the game will go to Mike Wozniak with the 2 goals. And the number 1 star of the game with the shutout today in net for Watterson will be Dalton King. So again, the 3 stars, all 3 coming from the Watterson Eagles. Trevor Long, number 3, Mike Wozniak, the number 2 star, number 1 star with a shutout in net tonight, Dalton King. The hard hat of the game, I'm going to give the hard hat to Jack Gibson of Watterson. Jack Gibson with a couple of roughing penalties. He was a physical force out there in this game today. So we'll give the hard hat to Jack Gibson of Watterson. So that'll set things up. Our next game is at Thursday, right, at Nationwide Arena. So our next game coming up Thursday at, I think, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So Thursday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon from Nationwide Arena, the home of the NHL Columbus Blue Jackets, as the Beavers will be taking on one of the Columbus teams in that contest, and that'll be at 1 o'clock Thursday afternoon from Nationwide Arena in Columbus. So, speaking for our videographer today, Allison Corrigan, and our producer-engineer, Dave Vandenboss, Kent Jacobs, reminding you once again, the final score, the Bishop Watterson Eagles 3, the Beavercreek Beavers nothing. With the win, Watterson goes to 11-12-1. With a loss, Creek drops to 9-6-2. So until Thursday afternoon, we bid you good afternoon, everyone, from the Ohio Health Schiller North Rink in Lewis Center. Good afternoon, everyone.